Free speech victory. Susanna Reid made subtle dig at Meghan's lies to vindicated Piers Morgan. Susanna Reid hosted Good Morning Britain alongside Piers Morgan for 6 years before the latter famously stormed off the ITV set during a heated row about Meghan Markle's bombshell Oprah Winfrey interview. GMB star Alex Beresford questioned the broadcaster's comments, insisting he didn't believe the claims made by the Duchess of Sussex about her time as a member of the royal family. As Ofcom announced the outcome of an investigation yesterday, which Piers described as vindicating, Susanna opened up on the awkward situation she felt herself in. The journalist talked about being stuck in the middle during the aftermath of the dramatic episode. She remarked, "On the one hand, I've got my friend Piers Morgan and the other my bosses. It was awkward." The code allows for individuals to express strongly held and robustly argued views, including those that are potentially harmful or highly offensive, and for broadcasters to include these in their programming. The restriction of such views would, in our view, be an unwarranted and chilling restriction on freedom of expression both of the broadcaster and the audience. At the time of the incident, which happened in March, more than 57,000 complaints were made to Ofcom. She made a subtle dig at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry following Ofcom's ruling her former co-host Piers Morgan did not breach editorial guidelines before his exit in March. Speaking to Piers Morgan's wife Celia Walden on Thursday's Good Morning Britain, Susanna Reid appeared to make a subtle dig at the Duke and Duchess of Sussex following the Ofcom ruling. Piers was not found to be in breach of editorial guidelines by the broadcasting watchdog, and Susanna noted it was normal for the pair to disagree with each other on The Breakfast Show. Following Meghan Markle's landmark interview with Oprah Winfrey, she claims she didn't want to be alive anymore after marrying Prince Harry. Piers said he did not believe the royal. When he was challenged by co-star Alex Beresford, Piers walked off set before later announcing he had quit his role on GMB. Ofcom launched an investigation into Piers' comment but found he did not breach editorial guidelines. The watchdog also confirmed the Duke and Duchess had complained about his remarks too. Ofcom stated in March, "We can confirm receipt of a standards complaint made on behalf of the Duchess of Sussex." Of course, part of the dynamic of the program was reflected in that Ofcom statement, which is that there's clearly a right of freedom of speech, Susanna stated as she commented on the ruling. And, of challenge. "That was always why we did whatever anybody said. I mean, I was in an eternal argument with him because I disagreed with about 99.9% of what he said. Do you find yourself agreeing or disagreeing with what he said?" Celia replied, "We disagree with a lot of things, but it was interesting the other day we were having quite a robust conversation with his mother actually. My daughter, who was 9, said, 'Why was everyone yelling at each other?' I said, 'No darling, we were having a conversation.'" Celia added her husband was jubilant with the result of the Ofcom statement, adding it was strongly worded and robust. Looking towards the future, Celia explained Piers does have TV comeback in the pipeline. "He has some irons in the fire," she teased. "He won't be kicking around the house for much longer." But with Piers no longer presenting GMB, Celia admitted it had been challenging having her husband around the house more. "It's been a challenge," she said. "We don't really argue, we're too busy in our own worlds. He used to expend so much energy on the show, by the time he came home he would flatline on the sofa." She went on to add it was a strange few months following Piers' exit as people were crowding around their house. Celia confessed she was in the gym and got home and everything exploded when she found out Piers had walked off the set of GMB.